Hello, all you beautiful people in Webtown. Welcome to day one of our journey through Maximum Press as part of Rob Liefeld Appreciation Month here on Crypto Comics. Now, I have reviewed Avengelyne #1 in the past. Let's get this out of the way right now. How do you say it? Do you say Evangeline or Avengelyne? I kind of say them both. I go back and forth. Now, when I reviewed issue #1, I was kind of disappointed because there was just kind of some cliche stuff going on. I don't even want to say that. It was the villains. They looked more like super villains from a comic book than something that would be like truly frightening from hell. And it just kind of it turned me off. To be honest, it turned me off. They looked too fantastical, too whimsical, to be too badass to be bad. You know what I mean? They shouldn't look so awesome. They looked cool rather than terrifying. And that kind of turned me off to it. And so I didn't journey any further into it here with you folks. But pulling out this Avengelyne issue number 0 from Maximum Press, man, this was good. This was pretty good, guys. This is the story of how Avengelyne was cast out of heaven and came to be immortal on earth. And this is undoubtedly one of the two most memorable characters to ever be published by Rob Liefeld's Maximum Press. So, let's get into it, shall we, my friends? The story so far. Avengelyne is a fallen angel who has been sent to Earth as a punishment for her sins. Once a fearsome member of God's war host, Avengelyne must now live as a mortal, albeit with extraordinary physical strength. For countless years, Avengelyne battled the demonic forces which infested the Earth. Aided by her friend Peter Clifton, Avengelyne bested nearly all who opposed the Lord of Hosts and his divine will. Eventually, after years of penance, her time on Earth came to a close. What happened next is a tale that has never been told until now. It is the tale of the last days of Earth, of the prelude to Armageddon. Story by Mr. Robert Liefeld. Scripted by Robert Napton, penciled by Andy Park and John Stinsman, with 5 different inkers working very diligently to make sure that this book made it to press by October of 1996. Blessed is the one who reads the words of this prophecy, and blessed are those who hear it and take to heart what is written in it, because the time is near. Thus was the preamble to Armageddon, the promise of Revelation. But now that dread time, which always loomed so near, has long since passed. The valley of Megiddo no longer burns with the fires of war. The river of life now floweth from the throne of God. Megiddo is the valley where the last battle between heaven and hell will take place, which is where the word Armageddon comes from. Megiddo. Armageddon, Megiddo. All that is left now is to chronicle the tale that I, Amos, bared witness to. It is a tale of redemption and sacrifice, a tale which begins and ends with the extraordinary courage of a singular being. The angel named Avengelyne. And she's out here in the roses and talking about how she feels like she, as an angel, has more in common with roses than she does with humans. And real quick, I do like this. As an angel, I never could have enjoyed this fragrance. Angels have no cause to smell or taste or feel. Yet humans who are born with these gifts take them all for granted. I'll never truly understand human beings. Sometimes I think I have more in common with these flowers than I do with them. For like me, roses have no promise of immortality. They have no souls to squander. And despite their delicate appearance, they are deadly to the touch. Much like an angel. Avengelyne! Who is worthy to break the 7 seals and open the scroll? Worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and wealth and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and praise. Revelations 5. Those words are to be spoken only as the hour of Armageddon nears. Aye, soon we shall be gathered in the place that is Armageddon, where the 7th angel shall pour out his bowl of God's wrath, and a voice will cry from the throne. It is good you have not forgotten his words, Evangeline. Covet them, for they are all we have left. And she's like, what do you mean? And they're like, God has disappeared. He's up and left. And so they say, we have to take you back to heaven because you are our last resort. Can't you tell me something? I can tell you only this. A great silence has befallen heaven. And they explain, much has changed since your fall from grace. Our legion has been divided. Some of the war hosts remain loyal to heaven. Others have allied themselves against us. Another rebellion? Yes. And as before, they are being led by one of our own kind. But this time it is not the dragon in the pit who has betrayed us. It is the seraph Micah. No. Evangeline knew the name well, for she and the seraph Micah had battled side by side since the moment they were born from the flame of the white fire. I absolutely love his look. This is one thing I've come to notice in revisiting Avengelyne, is the angels are drawn really well. It's the demons I wish they had made them dark and sinister, like we see here. But the big bads, they're not. The big bads, they try to make them look super awesome. I don't think so. I think you got to make them look super awesome in a way that's very sinister and wicked. Handpicked by the archangel Michael to serve as mighty war host, the two angels became the most feared warriors among the demons of Pandemonium. They slew at will in the heart of the dragon's furnace, easily besting all of the legions who rose to challenge them. Truly, none were more powerful, and none were more feared. And none were more ripe to fall. Tell me, sister, in real combat, do you think your skills are such that your blade could pierce the shell of your brother? When you sparked from the white fire, Father should have taught you some humility, Micah. Perhaps you can, sister. As you wish, clink. She takes the sword from him. Well done, Avengelyne. As I recall, it was I who taught you that bit of swordsmanship. A pity we cannot be hurt, for victory is meaningless without the agony of your opponent. Micah, do not speak such things. Forgive me, sister. It was meant only in jest. Though I am certain that the demons of Pandemonium miss having bodies where the flesh is healed the moment it is scored. We never feel pain. We never want for nourishment. We cannot be destroyed so long as the Lord empowers us. Yet for all this perfection, we live only to fight. We balance the scales between heaven and hell, so humanity, and now you have spoken the name of our true masters. The dragon must exist, or humanity would have nothing to choose between. And after all, it is the choice they make for their souls, which means more to him than anything. They are his children. And what are we? He created us too, yet we are relegated to second-class citizenship. Oh, we enjoy the splendor of heaven, but for how long? When the end comes, it is humanity and their immortal souls that shall endure, but our flame shall be extinguished as though it never existed. Take care, Micah. Your words come now, Avengelyne. Don't tell me you've never asked yourself the same question. Why does he give them the chance for true immortality, when they live only to commit mortal sin? Yet we, who already love him, are destined for oblivion. I don't have the answer, Micah. Then why not ask him? What? Of all the angels, he loves you the best. He always has. You could seek the answer without fear of punishment. I suppose. Despite her misgivings, Avengelyne was swayed by Micah's words and sought an audience with the Lord of Hosts. Father, may I speak to you? Speak, my seraph. Father, I am puzzled by something. May I ask a question? Pose your question. We of the war host fight against the dragon's brood. We do so for your glory and to give humanity a chance to find the divinity within themselves. Yes. But it seems that the dragon's grip is only tightened around humanity. The longer the battle rages, the more they turn away from you. You even sacrificed your only son to atone for their sins. Yet they continue to spurn you. Father, how can you love them so much when they seem so undeserving of your love? Crack-a-boom! You dare to question my judgment, Avengelyne? No, Father, You provoke me unto wrath with your insolence. Perfect. It's just as I hoped it would be. Goodbye, Evangeline. Father, I meant no. By the words thou art condemned. I am at your mercy, Father. For punishment, you shall be banished to live as those you would condemn. Walk naked upon the earth with man, then ponder thy judgment before thy speaketh again. Yes, Father, I am truly sorry. And so it was that the mightiest of God's angels fell to the earth. But here she is back in heaven again with, there to help. Micah knew how our Father would respond to my question. I'm certain of that. Passover! Welcome, Evangeline. You toiled long upon the earth. It is good to have you with us once more. I only wish the circumstances were different. As do I. You will find that many things have changed since you were cast out. Swords can now penetrate our flesh. We can be hurt, even destroyed. How can that be? Father still empowers us. We should be... He is gone, Avengelyne. What? Aye, it is truth I speak. Jehovah has disappeared. None have seen him, none can find him. Seraphs have searched his dominion, but he has vanished as though he never existed. And of course they give her, a seraphim sword of fire so that she can lead. We fight! And so it was that after years of exile on earth, the seraph Avengelyne was restored to her rightful station and wielded the fire of heaven once more. She fought not for herself or her kind, but to defend God's children in his absence. Somewhere in the Atlantic, these two Dutch sailors are playing some cards. You're bluffing. You think so? Hey, you feel that? Of course, and all of a sudden, God have mercy. I'm afraid your Savior has abandoned you for greener pastures, mortal. Your lives and the world that you have known shall be consumed by the fires of Armageddon, but at least in the suffering you may find solace. For as the word of your dear Father says, he that hath suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. Humanity, now prepare to suffer for thy new God, Lord Micah. And men gnawed their tongues in agony and cursed the God of heaven because of their pains and their sores, but they refused to repent of what they had done. Revelation 16:10 and 11. To be continued in Avengelyne, Armageddon, which was another miniseries they did. And this is the story, this is why I read it. I realize it ends with a cliffhanger, which is really smart of them, of course. But I read this so that you could finally understand what it was Avengelyne did to get booted out those pearly gates. And this is the Avengelyne Bible. I am going to come back tonight, and we're going to go through the Avengelyne Bible because, like I said, this is one of the two biggest characters to ever come out of Maximum Press. The other being Randy Queen's Darkchild. Let's just flip through here real quick. Oh, there she is. Speak of the devil. But first, a message from Rob Liefeld. Hey everyone, as you might have heard, my studio and I have left Image Comics and have relocated to Maximum Press. This move has been smothered in controversy and misinformation, and I'd like to take this opportunity to address some of the concern and false rumors that persist. Is this a bad move for Extreme? We don't think so, but everyone else would like you to feel that way. The truth is that Maximum Press has been a successful venture for us, and we decided months ago to turn our attention towards Maximum in an effort to expand on our success and reach more readers. I have come to accept that no matter how hard I try, that I will inevitably be labeled as controversial. I am certainly one of the most embattled creators to have ever worked in the comics medium, and it seems that everyone has an opinion as to why. One thing I know for sure is that I work with a tremendously talented group of people who make coming to work every day an absolute pleasure. A few important things for you to know as we head into the future. First off, Image Comics does not like us. Neither does Wizard, the Guide to Comics. Just accept it. We have. Image is not happy that we left, much less that we continue to exist. Wizard doesn't like us and ridicules us constantly. What constitutes this? Maybe it's because Garib Shamus and I have had our fair share of words over the years. Maybe the Wizard staff believes everything it reads about me. They seem like a nice bunch of folks, but who knows? There doesn't seem to be anything we can do about it. So we live with it and put our efforts into improving our books because we can't waste time on things we can't control. I'd like to thank all of the fans, retailers, and professionals who have contacted us with support and enthusiasm over the past few weeks. It means a great deal to us. Sincerely, Rob Liefeld. Well, there we go. This is a moment where there was a major plot twist in Rob Liefeld's life and career. He created Maximum Press, and he also went back to Marvel Studios for Heroes Reborn. And, we're going to go through that. I'm going to try to get to this in Rob Liefeld Appreciation Month. I'm going to try hard for you guys. It's tough because I want to really give you a thorough look at the man's entire career. And I'm realizing here that we might need more than a month to really appreciate Rob Liefeld. How about that? So, but we will get to Captain America before 2019 is over. I promise. It's a promise from Crypto. Take it to the bank. There's Evangeline, Armageddon. Oh, Evangeline, Warrior, Nun, Ariella. We're going to get to this too. We are going to get to this in Rob Liefeld Appreciation Month because I got it in the long box, baby. Dark Child, we're going to get to her too. Oh, there's Passover right there. Bionics #1. The $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman are back. The team that brought you Battlestar Galactica chronicle the next chapter in the lives of Steve Austin and Jamie Summers by Rob Liefeld and Robert Napton. First appearing in Asylum #6. We're going to go through Asylum also here during Rob Liefeld Appreciation Month. I'm gonna find a way to fit this in so that we can actually read about the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. Okay? I'm gonna try to fit that in before it's over. Yeah, there we go. Incredible Hulk. So that is Evangeline, issue #0, The Origin of Our Lovely Lass's Expulsion from Heaven. If you liked it, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and hit that ding dong for notifications. And if you really love your boy Crypto, all you got to do is go to megawattcomic.com and back my book, Megawatt versus the Vampires of the Sun, now available on Kickstarter. I would really, really love to make a living writing. And the only way I can do that is with support from beautiful people like yourselves who really appreciate good stories and fun, colorful comic books. And if I can supplement my income with writing, it gives me more time to make more totally awesome comic book reviews and read-throughs for all you beautiful people right here on Crypto Comics. So please, go to megawattcomic.com and check out our Kickstarter for Megawatt versus the Vampires of the Sun. And I will see you in just a few hours with more Avengelyne on our tour of Maximum Press for Rob Liefeld Appreciation Month right here on Crypto Comics.